Hi YouTube. I wanted to talk to you today about something was on my mind. As a queen of Puerto Rico, interracial relationships with Hispanics and white and blacks. I'll say about 20 years ago, what did we go through as far as committing, having to cut our hair and not wear makeup and things like that, and what they call a white bitch or a Puerto Rican bitch, or things like that, just to be around or just to be accepted by a black family and in the community, and that's it. Period. Having to cut our hair and not wear makeup and smoke weed or that just accepted, like I said, in a interracial relationship, or as a biracial woman, to embrace a black side of your culture more than your white race, more than your Hispanic race, things like that. How many people committed? That's what I want to know. How many people committed in that relationship? I did. I cut my hair a long time ago, and then it seemed like I was more accepted, or after the baby and things like that. It's just really funny to me how all of a sudden, or again, because here in the city of Buffalo, now they know that I'm the queen of Puerto Rico, and whatever issues that I am going through out here, partly because of some of the people here living in the city of Buffalo, with the murder of my grandfather, who was also my business partner. So that's what I want to know. That's what I want to talk about. If you want to find me on Facebook, like I said, I was looking for ideas for Puerto Rico. It's a lot of people saying, I don't really care about Puerto Ricans, or she's just a Puerto Rican, and they feel a certain way. And like I was saying before, how Hispanic are what they looked at as like pushing a stroller with Jordans on your feet, or not working, just on welfare or on heroin or sniffing cocaine, things like that. It's just really funny how all of a sudden, since you didn't know my business in the past, and in the past you didn't know what I was working on in the past, how all of a sudden I'm not this, I'm not that, I haven't been this, I haven't been that. I've been working the whole time, I just didn't tell you about it. So now all of a sudden, old co-workers and things like that, well, I didn't know she was rich, and I didn't know she was this, I didn't know she was that, I didn't know she was the queen of Puerto Rico. We don't really care about Puerto Rico. We don't really care about Puerto Ricans, because this and that. And what I was saying before, how they said that we have no business with black men. So that's just what I wanted to share with you today. What's going on, what's being said, and my plans for Puerto Rico are, I have big plans. It's not that much that needs to be done, but I do have big plans for Puerto Rico, and how certain individuals felt like it would be better if my children and I were murdered for our money, instead of taking care of Puerto Rico and continuing to be in the music business and in business in general all over the world, and doing work in other countries. So they thought that, well, we're just Puerto Ricans. We're just Hispanics. So it wouldn't take anything just to kill them, take the money, and do what they wanted to do, and so-called go into business, or act like they were in business, and what we do. We're involved in almost every process that you could possibly think of as far as business. So that's what's funny to me, how you thought that you would just kill us and go into business and do what? We're already in business. There's a lot of people working with us that have jobs and that work with us just fine. And we have a lot of customers, consumers, whatever exactly that you want to call them, patrons. And we thank you, and I thank you before, and I'll thank you again. I don't really like that idea.